promise, God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. All of creation lies under your authority, my sovereign of all men. Your son died for me, the chief of sinners. I'm humbled in a prostrate position, Lord, even when my knees in the wind, standing straight at 6'10". I'm nothing, Lord, just grass in the breeze, passing through time's grasp with ease. So I'm not so foolish as to believe that my strength and my stature, the skills I receive by your grace, are enough to relieve my family and me of this threat. Unless you deliver us from the hands of death, we will surely die. And though it be my wish to spill no man's blood, my prayer is this: let not my enemies prevail this day over me. Glorious Lord, I pray in your mercy, please cut us not off from the land of the living, my God and my rock, my fortress.
STAL.
Oh no.
How you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm good. Thank you for asking. So tell me a little bit about the name STAL. Where did it come from?
So the original rap name was Stalin, and that meant Man of Steel, right? And so that was just as far as rapping, like nobody.
Superman.
Yeah, you know. So I was always a comic book geek, but it was, you know, nobody could touch me. I'm a Man of Steel, that kind of thing. And then eventually, as time went on and you know, you realize like, hey, my name's associated with a Russian dictator, maybe I should change it, kind of, you know. I just changed it to STAL. I cut off the Stalin. And STAL meant strength, time, and longevity, because that's what I was out for. That's what I was trying to pursue in the game anyway. So,
okay.
Yeah.
Tell us what battle rap group you're from.
What battle rap?
Group that you're from.
Oh, HardHitters.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So tell me a little bit about how you joined the HardHitters and what made you join forces with KT on that.
Right. How much time do you have? No. So I went through 2 crews, and one crew's name changed before I joined up with Kevin. And me and KT would see each other at school and just battle each other. That was it. Like I didn't know him. I didn't hang out with him. I just knew he rapped. And because he rapped, I had to battle him. So every time we saw each other, it was like, put a beat on, you know, and we'd go at it. And we were outside of Tommy's one day, you know, and for about an hour, 2 hours, literally about that long, just battling each other. And a mutual friend of ours, Terrell, who was from the All-Nighters, was like, hey, you guys just need to be in a group. And at the time, I was with the All-Nighters. I was a solo artist under their umbrella. And so then we joined, you know, as the HardHitters. And we were the HardHitters under the All-Nighters umbrella. So we were still with them, but it was us as a duo. And every day, we were either battling or writing. Every day. I mean, you know, I slept on that guy's floor more times than I can count, you know. His brother still cuts my hair, so.
Okay,
yeah.
Okay. Tell me a little bit about your rap style, your battle rap style.
So it's been years. Probably just arrogant and lyrical, you know. I tried to be as lyrical as I could be. When I was growing up, you know, Nas, Wu-Tang, Big Pun, I mean, these were the guys that I was listening to. And I always appreciated them because of how intelligent they were. You know, you hear these guys and they're using words that I have to go look up, right? because nobody's talking like that around me or nobody's using that kind of language. And I'm going, I need to know what these guys are saying. And so not just in my battles, but just in my lyrics, period, I wanted to sound like these guys. I wanted to be intelligent like them. In fact, back when I was missing school, missing class and all that, I would go to my biology class just so I could learn big words to put into my raps. So because of Wu-Tang, I went to class. But no, so in my freestyle, it was the same thing. I wanted to be lyrical. And then, of course, when you were battling, at least back then, that the I'm better than you, right? Like that was a big part of it. It was you have to know that I can kill you. And so, you know, you just stepped into a battle with that. But I think that was everybody, you know, that was just the mentality back then. Like, I'm coming here to win, you know, and you're going to know it. So, yeah.
Okay. So with that attitude about coming to win,
right.
What is your opinion on some of the other groups that were out at that time, particularly Dynamic Certified and Porno Style?
right? So I can say things now that I would never admit back then, right? Well, I'm just being honest. So like back then, everybody's whack except your crew. Nobody matters except us, you know? But when you look back 20 years later, you know, I was telling Hit outside, I said, you know, I got to thank you, man. When I was probably rapping about a year or two, just starting out. And I remember being in the barbershop on 4th Street and Hit was in there freestyling. And I'm a little kid listening to this dude going, that's what I want to do. I want to sound like that dude, you know? And I would never tell him that back then, right? You know, because if I get in a battle with this guy, he can't know that, you know, he got me inspired, you know? I think what was great about the guys back then is that they all had the same mentality of, I'm trying to be the best MC I can be. You know, I'm trying to kill it every time. And so what was really dope about the guys that we grew up with, even if they weren't in our crew, everybody was trying to be the best. And so everybody was battling daily, freestyling daily. And so I think each crew, man, like, I got so much respect for these dudes. You know, I don't see the same amount of effort in hip hop now that guys were putting in back then to be the best. You know, and if you got 40 guys trying to be the best MC, that's a great environment to be in because you're only going to be pushed to get better and better and better and better. So even if you never end up being the best, you're going to be better than everybody else that's not in that dynamic. You know what I mean? That's not in that crew. Yeah, it was a good time. It was a good time to be rapping.
Okay. So that actually leads to my next question.
Okay.
I've heard a story.
Oh, no. Oh, no.
So take me back to the day, especially with what you just explained about him.
Right.
You see hitting Java lanes.
Okay.
And you approach him to battle. Okay. And you, from what I hear, you approach him and you just go in. What was on your mind at that time?
Can I be completely honest?
Yes.
We were sitting outside and Hit was like, this dude right here, and he didn't get to finish the story.
Okay.
So out there, I was sitting there going, what did I do?
Okay.
I don't even remember this. I don't. Okay, so all cards on the table. I got saved in 2005, right? So Christian now, married, 6 kids. I haven't rapped in years. But back then, I was high drunk almost every day. I don't remember a lot of the battles that I was in. And so honestly, I don't even remember that. And I wish I could give you an honest answer. I could tell you what was probably on my mind. This guy has clout and I want it. I mean, just thinking straight up, like where I was at that time, if this dude is dope and that's who everybody's talking about, then I need to serve him so everybody knows I'm dope. So that's probably exactly what was going on, at least.
But from what I hear, you were posting and said that you were the new king of the battle action.
What?
I hear that the exact word. What?
That's embarrassing. I don't even remember. Oh my gosh. Yeah, I was probably high or something. To be fair, I did a lot of stuff like that, though. I know I did.
Okay.
Man, that's wow.
So, let me give you insight on the second part of that story.
Okay.
Right? Okay. So H.I.T tells us that he caught you in the barbershop.
Okay.
He did the same thing to you that you did to him, but you had no response. What do you have to say about that?
So the only battle that I remember with H.I.T was the night that we all battled, like at the barbershop. There was this was the first time I met Solomon. Pac was there, and you had all the all-nighters and HardHitters rapping. There's only one time I remember backing down from a battle. And that's something that to this day frustrates me. So I don't know what happened with that H.I.T thing, but I do know the only battle I backed down from that I remember was Prince. I backed down from a battle with Prince.
Can I ask why?
I have no idea.
Okay.
I was at mutual friend's house, Jamal's house. We were over there. I was working with this guy, Caleb, on some beats. And Jamal was overseeing a lot of like Prince and Enoch were doing something. And then Jamal was overseeing a lot of that stuff. And I was arrogant. I was probably talking crap or something, saying something stupid to Prince. I'm pretty sure it was my fault. Most of the time back then it was. And Prince just went in. And I was like, whatever, man, you know? And honestly, I was like, I don't know. I don't know if I was scared. I don't know if I was intimidated, but I backed down. And I was like, and that was the one time that I was like, man, I shouldn't have done that. So that's the only time I remember where I backed down from a battle. And that still irks me. If dudes were continually putting in the same effort that they were putting in when they first got on, then by your fifth album, you should be substantially better than you were on your first album. Mm-hmm. So that being said, I feel like I have a lot more to say. I feel like if I were working out, right, and I was freestyling and practicing, yeah, I could battle.